it's Mike and I'm here in The Sims 4 with a brand new Sims 4 house building video. Today I'm building my very first starter home in any Sims game. I've actually never done this before, ever, because I'm simply just horrible at money managing and creating houses that are under a budget, and 20,000 simoleons is the budget for this house, and it was incredibly hard to do, let me tell you that. But I did manage to do it, and I think it turned out really nice in the end. And yeah, here it is. It's called Two Halves, which you might be able to tell why it's called that right now, actually. It's basically one house that is split in half, and both halves are perpendicular to each other with a connected patio with a soon-to-be dining room outside, which is really cool. I love the idea. It basically connects together with an outdoor patio with a dining room on it. And a lot of starter homes don't really have a lot of outdoor dining rooms and outdoor patios because they simply just can't afford to put that in the budget of 20,000 simoleons. But with this house, what I did was actually, instead of doing a dining room inside the house, I did an outdoor dining room. And I also put a little bit of a kitchen island inside the kitchen with two bar stools on it, so you can still eat inside if you want to, but you have this really nice outdoor dining patio, which is great for your Sims who love to be outside all the time and like to get outdoors. And it's a nice way to get outside of your cramped starter home, because this is definitely a small home, but it's a very nice home for the budget, I think. And I love those windows, by the way. They came with Get Together. They have this really nice modern style to them. They kind of give it this really cool trailer vibe, kind of like a tiny home that you would see on like those tiny home shows on FYE or whatever else, whatever other channels they have that show on. Going into the kitchen here, we are putting in a full kitchen. On both sides, you have counters and also cabinets, which is great. Now, as far as the appliances go, I did try to go for the cheapest appliances possible. Now, right now, I actually do place a stove that isn't the cheapest, but later on I do have to downgrade it quite a bit so that way I can fit in enough landscaping outside. So if you do download this house, make sure that once your Sims get enough money to replace it, that they replace the stove, because the stove is one of those things that can cause a lot of fires for your Sims, especially if it's the cheapest stove like it is in this house. So do be careful of that, of course. So yeah, that stove currently is not the cheapest, but I do downgrade it later on because I just don't have enough money simply to do the full furnishing in this house that I wanted to do. But that just kind of had to happen. Now I'm putting in the bathroom here. It's a really nice full bathroom. I did manage to get a full tub, shower, toilet, and sink in this bathroom here. So it's a full bathroom. I didn't miss a single item that I should have put in here. It's totally full and complete. Now we're going back into the kitchen here, where I'm placing some cabinets above the counter island here. A really nice counter island, of course. And right now I do have a microwave there, but that does get deleted later on because I simply do not have enough money to put a microwave in. And it's one of those things that really isn't necessary. It just kind of was a luxury item that I put in there at first. Now, this bedroom is a very multi-purpose bedroom. It has a bed, of course, where you can sleep on, but it also has a couch right in front of it, so you can have some friends over and hang out on the couch there. And I mean, it's a very small living space. It's kind of like supposed to be a living room and bedroom combined, but I do place that divider there so that way you can have a TV above the dresser and also just have a little more space to put some items in, because of course with the door in front of there, it's kind of hard to place some objects, you know. So I do put the divider in there just as a way to split up the room a little bit and give your Sims a little more room to put objects in there and also to move around inside of the room. I really like the design of this bedroom. It actually has a very nice blue and light brown sort of theme. It's very calming and very relaxing, and I think it was a good idea to do that for a small starter home like this one. And I do carry that theme around through the entire house, in the bedroom, kitchen, and also in the bathroom as well. Putting in some really nice bamboo curtains there, really nice. They look very cool, and they're not super expensive, so I do use them throughout the house, I think. Or actually, no, I do use some different curtains in the bedroom, but that's only because they were the only ones that fit on the wall, so I do use those. Trying to find a nice blue wallpaper for the actual kitchen there. And it really wasn't until this video where I had to work under budget that I realized just how expensive all the wall coverings were. Even the really cheap posters in this game cost hundreds of simoleons, and it's just crazy. So I do go with one poster and one calendar. I think I do have to delete those later on though, because I think I do need the money for something else later on. I do place that 600 simoleon painting on the wall. I do have to get rid of it in the end because it is too expensive. I just thought I would give the Sims in this house just one nice painting, one nice object that costs a lot of money, just so that they could enjoy it, and it looks really nice. So I thought it would be really good for the room, and they would really like having that in there, but I do have to take it away because I do need that money for the landscaping later on in this video. So yeah, putting in some curtains here, some small blue and white curtains, just some basic stuff. And now we're on the exterior, basically doing all of the outdoor lighting and then going into the landscaping. And again, plants are so expensive in this game. I really had no idea until I started doing the budgeted house that you see today. Basically, I just had to go inside the house every once in a while and delete some things, and also, you know, downgrade some objects as well, because I do need the money. Yeah, there we go. I'm taking that painting away and putting in a much cheaper painting. Or actually, no, I don't put anything in there at all yet, because I realize that there really is no cheap paintings in this game. It's kind of crazy. Now, I did use a lot of terrain paint in this house because terrain paint is free, of course, so I didn't want to skimp on that, because obviously whatever you can get for free in this game is obviously a good thing. So I definitely put lots and lots of terrain paint, and it looks great. I do put in a few trees just to give it that more finished off look. I put in a really nice bamboo tree, which looks great. And I also put in that, I think it's an aspen tree. It looks like an aspen tree. I really have no idea. I'm not an arborist. That's what it's called. Going in here, adding in some plants, or actually no, I'm doing some lighting on the outside, trying to find the cheapest lighting for the outside of the house, just so that the outdoor patio area is not dark. And I do scale up a few plants on the outside, just so that I can get more plants for my money by scaling them up instead of just using the plants as they were. And it looks pretty good. I like it. It's very, very simple, obviously, because it's very cheap. But I think it looks really good in the end for what I had to work with, for the money I had to work with. I think I did a pretty good job with furnishing it and making it look fairly complete. Like I said, I'm using lots of terrain paint just so that it's very finished off. And yeah, adding in some pathways in the front and also going to put one in the back as well, just to give your Sims something nice to look at, some nice rock pathways. Why not? And we're coming to the end of this video very soon as I do some more terrain painting and adding some flowers in. Of course, the terrain paint flowers kind of compensate for the lack of actual flowers in the game, or in the house, because obviously the flowers that you get in the game cost a lot more money, and I just simply don't have enough money for that. But I would recommend, when you do get money, to actually spend on upgrading this house. Once your Sims get a job and they can afford to upgrade things, definitely upgrade the stove, because like I said, the stove is very cheap and it will burn down your house if you're not careful, so be careful with that. Adding in some little lamps here, and I do try to go for a painting, and I think I end up going with the sunflower, which is the cheapest, one of the cheapest. Yeah, that one's pretty cheap, and I scale it up so that way I can get a bigger painting for the money, and it does work pretty well. So there you go. And now we are finishing off here. I tried putting in a TV here, but obviously it doesn't work because the TVs are so expensive. And now we're in the screenshots, guys. So thanks for watching this video. Please enjoy my other videos on the channel, and also download this build on the gallery for free. Here is our little kitchenette, or actually it's a full-size kitchen. It's pretty nice. Here's our bathroom as well, and our bedroom. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time with more Sims 4 building videos in the future.